Good evening and welcome to 365 Days of Amazing Stories with Theo Mayer. Here we are on day 278. I'm continuing the story of the cats. Now you might remember that Lizina's sister Peppina had decided that she would go to the cats and see what she could get. She was hoping for something. The cats did not like her. She didn't like the cats. She was mean to them. It was just a horrible combination. And as one would expect, Father Gatto came one day and checked in at the house of the cats. The cats expressed their displeasure, one after the other. They were injured cats because of Peppina. She would hit them, wallop them with whatever she had around. She let 3 kittens die in the attic because she'd forgotten about them in their basket and didn't bring them down so that the mother could be with them. When Father Gatto heard everything, he called to her. In a very stern voice, he asked for her to come and follow him. And he led her down into the cellar where the 2 vats were, the one of liquid gold and the other of oil. And turning to her, he asked, "Which vat should I dip you in?" Now, Peppina, she didn't know any kind of humbleness. So, of course, she said, "Dip me in the liquid gold." Father Gatto said, "You don't deserve that." Picking her up, thrust her in to the vat of oil where she almost drowned, almost suffocated. She came out and shook herself, and he pulled her out. And once he pulled her out, he rolled her in the ash and cinder that was there on the floor of the cellar. After he had sufficiently rolled her around, he opened the door and sent her away, telling her to not come back, ever. Peppina was now a horrible mess. And as she walked down the road, people ran from her, for she looked like a monster. She found a stick and hobbled home. Now, Father Gatto had told her the same thing that he'd told Lizina. If the cock crows, turn toward it. And if the mule brays, turn away. But Peppina, thinking that the whole world was not in favor of her and thinking that people's words were never actually true or honest, when the cock crowed, she turned away, so nothing good happened to her. And when the donkey brayed, she turned toward it. I'll tell you in the moment what happened as a result of that. But as she entered the yard, her mother screamed. Lizina, who had a bit more careful sight, saw that it was her sister. And bringing Peppina into the house, it took her hours to scrub away the oil and ash from her skin. But unfortunately, having turned toward the mule as it brayed, a mule's tail sprang out from the top of her forehead, and nothing that Lizina could do would rid Peppina of this mule's tail. Now, you can imagine what happened next. Lizina was beaten by her mother. Why else had Peppina gone, except because of what Lizina had brought home, seeming riches? And the poor beaten Lizina we'll leave the story here to find out what happens next.